Do you want to buy your first rental property but you live in an expensive area like New York or LA or San Francisco? Then this video is for you because I'm going to be showing you exactly step by step how to find cities in your states where the home values are less than $100,000. This way you can get started investing ASAP. A little bit about me. Before I started investing, I was living in Manhattan. Super expensive, right? The cheapest condo near me was $550,000 and I didn't have any money for that. I was young and I didn't have much savings. At the same time, I knew that other people were investing elsewhere, like out of state, but I was scared. I knew nothing about those places. I'd never been there before. The last thing I wanted to happen was to lose money on my first rental property. So I wanted to invest near me so I could feel comfortable buying that first property and knowing that I could at least drive there just in case if something went wrong. So you might be watching this video because you want to be more comfortable with your first investment, and if that's you, that's totally okay. This video is exactly for you. After now having invested completely out of state in another state I've never been to and investing in my own state but far away, I can tell you that I understand both sides of the coin. But why would you want homes that are under $100,000 anyway? There's a couple of reasons. Homes under $100,000 require lower down payments. One of the biggest blockers that stops a lot of beginner real estate investors from getting started is the amount of money you need for a down payment on a property. If you end up buying a cheaper property, you'll be able to put less money down. Heck, if you use an FHA loan for a $100,000 property and you live there, that's 3.5% down. That's only $3,500. I don't even think you can buy one share of Amazon for that. The second reason, and the more important reason, is that you'll have higher profits. See, the formula to tell if a rental property is profitable is your income you make every month subtracted by your expenses. If you buy a really cheap property, your mortgage every month is going to be really low. Your mortgage is usually the biggest expense you have on a property. So the lower your mortgage, the lower your expenses. If your expenses are lower, you'll have higher profit. That's good. We want more profit. And the third reason why is that it's more scalable. The name of the game in real estate investing is to figure out how many cash flowing units you can get for as little money out of pocket as possible. And so because you're putting less money down on each of these properties, you'll be able to buy more of them, therefore allowing you to get a lot more properties a lot quicker. Okay, so how do you actually get this data? Let's go into the computer and I'll show you step by step. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is head over to Zillow.com/research/data. And you want to go to the home value section and then look for Zillow Value Home Index. That's going to give us the median home price in every city around the US. So you want to click on ZHVI All Homes. And then for geography, click city, then click download. I already downloaded it, so I'm gonna have this sheet open here and we'll open up the sheet and you can start seeing what I'm talking about. Let's say you live in California, for example, and you wanna find homes that are under $100,000 in California. The first thing you should do is highlight the column state name. What we want to do is to sort this column. So we go over to sort and filter, and I'll do A to Z, right? It'll sort, make sure you have expand the selection, sorts this entire thing by state. So now we have all of our cities together by state. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to search in this state column for California state abbreviation, CA. So it's going to find CA. Every city above CA is not in CA, right? This is Arizona. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete all of the cities. I'm going to go all the way up, all the way to the right. Okay. Make sure I have everything highlighted here. And then I'm going to go all the way up to the top, except the top row, because I want to see the top row. And I'm going to delete all that information. All right. Now I'm going to delete these. I'm going to go right click, delete, shift cells up. All right. So we've deleted everything to the right of California. Now we need to delete above California in the alphabet. Now we need to delete everything after California. I think Colorado is the next state. So look, we see California here, California. Okay. Colorado, this is the first state. I'm going to delete everything below this. All right. What this leaves us is with 1,115 cities in California, okay? And so I am now going to scroll all the way back up. Now we have all of the cities in California. What we're looking for is the last month's median home price. So I'm going to delete every column between E and the second to last one, because the last column represents the city's home price for the last month. And that's what we're going to be looking at here, okay? So I'm going to delete this and make sure I right click delete and I shift left. So this way it's all so now we have the city and we have the home price right next to it. Okay. Now, how do we find the really cheap cities? That's a really good question. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight this column. This is the last month's home prices. I'm going to go to sort and filter. So now it gives me this filter option. I'm going to click this down button. And what we're going to do is filter out all the cities where home prices are too high. I'm going to start with 250,000 because there's some cities where the average price is 250,000, that anything less than that is good to keep. And so let's go with that from there. I'll go 250,000. I have to choose less than. So anything less than 250,000 will automatically get factored out. So now here we go. We got Barstow, Corcoran, Oildale, and we could make this list even shorter by saying, okay, maybe we want to only check cities that are 150,000. So we got Altaras, right? This is a median home price of 142,503. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back over to Zillow. I'm going to search this city, Altaras, California. So what you're going to do to filter houses less than 100K, you're going to go for sale up to 100K, right? 100K here, done. I have multifamily only selected. Let me click houses, townhomes. Oh, there we go. Okay, so in this city of Altaras in California, right, where everyone says everything's so expensive, you got homes that are less than $100,000. You got 7 on the market right now. That also means that there's a couple that are going to be more than $100,000, right? If I raise this up to $200,000, I'm sure we're going to get a lot more homes. 15, right? So there's homes in the city that are less than $100,000. So this would be my guess on where I'm going to start looking, Altaras. And I'll go through this list to try to find cities where homes are less than $100,000. This is my exact step-by-step process. I started doing this for cities and states, and I've been adding to it over time. If you'd like a copy of my sheet where I've done the research for you already, I'm going to leave a link to it below. Now, this isn't the only thing you need to do to buy a property. Home prices are just one of the biggest factors that come down to picking a city that you want to invest in. I have a whole step-by-step process on how you can use data to pick your own city to invest in. Click the video on screen now to head over there and watch that, and I'll see you over there.